Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
COVID-19 case numbers from around the states and territories. Here is a quick wrap of each Australian jurisdiction's latest COVID-19 statistics today, Tuesday, April 5th. You can get a more detailed breakdown through the ABC's Charting the Spread story here. This list will be updated throughout the day, so if you do not see your state or territory, please check back later. You can jump to the COVID-19 information you want to read by clicking below. New South Wales. There have been 12 COVID-19 deaths recorded overnight in New South Wales. The state has reported 1,467 hospitalisations of people with the virus, 56 of whom are in the intensive care unit. There are 19,183 new cases, 13,062 of whom were reported via rapid antigen tests and 6,121 via PCR tests. Victoria. In Victoria, the state has reported 8 lives lost overnight. There are 339 hospitalisations, 18 of which are in intensive care and 4 are requiring ventilators. The state has 12,007 new cases, taking its total to 63,003 active cases. Tasmania has recorded no new deaths, with 44 patients in hospital, 2 of those are in intensive care. Of the 44 patients, 18 are being treated specifically for COVID-19 symptoms. There are 2,427 new cases, up from 1,725 reported yesterday, taking the state's total active cases up to 12,919. Queensland has reported 8 lives lost and 479 hospitalisations. Of those in hospital, 15 are in intensive care. There are 9,946 new cases in the Sunshine State, 7,448 were reported via rapid antigen test and 2,498 by PCR test. The ACT has reported 1 death overnight and 41 hospitalisations. The woman in her 90s died with COVID-19. There are 5 people in the intensive care unit, with 2 requiring ventilation. This takes the total number of lives lost due to COVID-19 in the capital to 43 since March 2020. There are 918 new cases in the territory, 389 from PCR tests and 529 reported via rapid antigen test. Western Australia has reported 5 historical deaths, reported to WA Health yesterday but counted in today's figures. The state has 242 people in hospital, 6 in intensive care. There were 8,145 new cases confirmed, taking the number of active cases to 48,049. Northern Territory. There were 550 new cases of COVID-19 recorded in the NT in the 24 hours to 8 p.m. yesterday. There are currently 18 patients in hospital. There are 2 patients requiring oxygen and 1 in ICU. South Australia. 4 people with COVID-19 have died in South Australia, 2 women in their 60s, a woman in her 70s and a woman in her 80s. The state has recorded 5,068 new cases. There are 208 people in hospital, 11 are in ICU and 1 is ventilated. Space to play or pause, M to mute, left and right arrows to seek, up and down arrows for volume. What you need to know about coronavirus. What do you want to know about COVID-19? Have you been affected by the pandemic? Tell us your story. All fields are required unless marked optional. Posted yesterday at 4:56 p.m., updated 21 hours ago.